There we go. Alright, so I'm recording a bass track here for a new Cat Corelli song. This is a very heavy metal song. It's very fast. It's 210 beats per minute. And kind of technical here. I'm on a 5-string bass. I've just recorded a track. And I like my take, but I'm going to move it up to the first place here. This is what I like to do when I'm recording these tracks, especially on these more difficult songs. I have 2 bass tracks here because sometimes I'm playing 2 parts. But what I'll do is I'll record on the second track, and when it's good enough I move it up to the keeper track. But that last take was pretty good, so what I'm going to do is do a second one now and see if I can make it any cleaner than the one I just did. And I'm playing along to a MIDI track here. The Cat has programmed the bass for me already, so I'm just trying to play the notes that are there. And we're going to give this another go. Not good. A little sloppy there. We're going to delete that one. And we're going to do it again. And I got this on loop right now because I play it to loop just to practice this. These licks take a lot of practice to get them up to tempo. So what I do is I'll take this 8 measure little passage here, and I'll highlight that, and then I can put it on a loop function here to play along with it until I get it up to tempo. But when you're recording, if you leave loop on, it'll record over the one you just took. So I'm going to take loop off for a minute. And here we'll try this again. And that wasn't any good. So we'll delete that and we'll do it again. And we're still not good. There it is. Yeah. I'm going to leave those 2 and I'm going to see which one's better, and I'll come back and I'll pick out one of them. Whichever one's better goes on the top line, and that's the one I'll use when I turn it into Cat. Here's a little shot of my software in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. In that bottom part of the screen is the MIDI track where the notes are programmed. You can see the virtual keyboard on the left hand side. On the top up here, these are the tracks I just recorded, this little section right there. And you can see I got that highlighted right down here. So I got that blocked off, and that's an automatic punch-in function. So I will go back 2 measures before that. I hit play, and by that first beat of that, I better be playing fast. So I've recorded these 8 measures twice, and I'm going to review these 2 here and see which one fits better, and that'll be the one I submit. Alright, so I've done the review. And you can see here there's 2 tracks for bass, these bottom 2 tracks. I'm going to hit those record buttons off. We're done recording. I've done the review. I've matched up my track against the synth bass track. And I also have here, Cat has given me the drums for this, so I've been able to play along with the synth bass and the drums. So I got the whole rhythm section here. There's no guitars, there's no synthesizers, there's nothing else here right now. But I'm able to either solo out the bass when I need to, or I can solo out the track itself. Sometimes there's guitars there when I get the song and synths and other things, but on this one I just got a little bit of synth in one spot and the bass and drums. So what I'm going to do now is take my 2 tracks and export them I'm going to come over here and hit my song tab, export stems, make sure my end marker's in the right spot, and it's not. Let's get that right. I'm going to hit my song tab, export stems, and we're going to click on tracks here, and we're going to export bass 1 and bass 2. Forgot to show you that there's a second bass track here in this little spot here. Let me show you this. If we go to edit in that spot, you'll see if I expand this up a little bit. See, there's chords here. These are two. This is an octave and a sixth above the root note here. You'll see that's a C sharp, and we have a F up here. So that's an octave and a sixth, and you know, C and an E. So these are. There's no way I can reach that on a 5-string bass, especially at this tempo. So what I've done is I played the root notes on one track, and I played the upper notes on the second track. So when I play them, they sound like chords. And you can hear this here. And that's what it sounds like. So I got 2 bass tracks. We're going to come and export them. I'm going to hit export stems. I got bass 1 and 2 tracks. Check over here. It says between song start and end marker. And then we're just going to click OK. And we're going to make sure there's nothing clipping here. It should be good. I've got the levels down, and that's it. And I take my trusty thumb drive here, my little USB drive, and we'll plug that in. And we'll plug it in the right way. And then I can just open this up, and I'll group these two together, and we're going to send that over. Right here to the G drive, which is my USB drive, and it's going to copy real quick. If you listen really close, you can hear Cat playing the guitar tracks in the next room. Trying to get this song done so he's not in a fast production schedule. My cat Cosmo is going to come and make an appearance on camera. Hi Cosmo. But that's it, folks. We're done with Black Bite for now. And you know, Cat will review this. She goes in and checks it against her reference files and makes sure everything fits with the guitars. If not, she'll throw it back to me and tell me to do it again, and I can come here and fix on a little section if I need to. But for now, we're done. Okay, so if you're following me on social media, you've probably seen that I'm re-recording my Victory EP. Only this time we're doing it in acoustic style. And then I got Cat helping out on some piano parts, and she's going to be playing baritone acoustic guitar. We just ordered her a guitar. It's not here yet, but we'll find out. It should be here this week, so at some point. So what I've done is I've already recorded Victory, the song Victory, and I've gone through that completely. Tracked out guitars, vocals, and I'm doing just basic hand percussion this time. There's no synthesizer programming on this version, so we're going actually with live piano. Cat's going to do all that instead of my synthesizers and stuff like that. So we've done hand percussion instead of programmed drums this time also. This song here is Some Other Way. And you're looking at a screen right now. This is in Melodyne. I've already recorded the vocals for this, so I've brought my vocal tracks out. I've exported them into stems. I've brought them into Melodyne. And this is the first vocal track right here, you can see. And we can play a little bit of this for you here. I look at the world around me. Alright, so you got me singing here, and since my pitch is not anywhere near perfect, we're going to bring it into Melodyne here and we're going to pitch correct it. So you can see it's not really too bad. I'm pretty close on most of the notes, but some of them are a little, and you can tell right there, it's still up a little sharp. Right there is good. And we're going to do this kind of thing here. We go and manually correct each pitch. And it really sounds goofy when you're doing this and you get to hate your voice after a minute, but we're going to get these pretty close. It takes a little bit of practice. This is a really good software here. Once we get the pitches online, then we're going to come over here, and this is a modulation tool. And we can smooth out some of these notes. As I wobble around, my voice was not great when I was recording this. So I kind of shot my voice out a couple weeks ago when I was doing some rehearsals for a live stream. But this is what we get. And then we can smooth the transitions between the notes a little bit. Whoops, if I hit the right button. See this? Now that should be a little smoother. Let's see how that connects. I look at the world around me. And that's it. That's the Melodyne for you. And I'm going to do this. I have I do doubles of every vocal track. So I have 2 lead vocal tracks. And then I have 4 harmony tracks, 2 for each harmony part. So this will take me a better part of a couple nights to get through all this. And but the results are well worth it. I just wanted to show you a little bit more what goes on behind the scenes here in production. So we're on the way to having Some Other Way done, and then I got 3 more songs off the Victory EP that I'm going to record in the acoustic fashion, and I'm going to throw in a couple cover tunes done in acoustic style also for this EP. So a couple bonus tracks, and I'll be keeping you up to date as we go along on this project. Alright, so we're doing a new track tonight. This one is called Cry No More. This is another old song that was written back around the time when I was writing the Victory songs. All the songs off the Victory album were written between 1995 and 2000. They were never released as, a commercial format that we have today. We did make a CD. There's a video I did. It's on YouTube called Some Other Way for that song, and there's some explanation there if you want to go check that video out. It's gives some background on these songs and where they came from. Cry No More is a song that was recorded by that same band. It didn't make it on our CD, but we had done it for a demo. And actually my buddy John Seawax sent me a copy of that. I couldn't find it. I wanted to do this song as part of a live stream I did about a month ago, but I couldn't find a copy of it. I didn't remember the chords. I didn't remember the lyrics. But my buddy John was kind enough to email me a copy of the old 4-track recording of this from somewhere around 1995. He digitized it for me, sent it, and I got a track here I've been working on. I put down some basic guitar parts and some filler stuff. And I'm going to track the toms tonight, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I got just one overhead mic, and I'm just playing tom-toms with nylon brushes. So we're going to hit the track here, and you can listen while I jam along with this for a little bit. Well, that's the process for this. So I'm going to listen to this track and see how it sounded, and we'll give you a little clip of that later on. We're really doing just light percussion on this. The Victory EP, I did all MIDI program drums. For the acoustic version of the album, I'm going to be doing this kind of thing. I played the track Victory the other day, and I just my hands. For this song, I wanted to give it a little different flavor with the brushes. And that's what I'm going to be doing. With each song, it's going to get a different kind of treatment, different things. I have a big wooden tom that's about this big that we play with our hands. Cat used it. I've used it a couple times now, and it just sounds amazing as like a replacement kick drum type sound. Totally different character. It's deep, it's resonant. And we're going to mix it up. I've got tambourines, I've got all kinds of little percussion instruments, and I'm going to intersperse that throughout this whole album, and we're going to have some different flavors going on. So we'll get back to that a little later. Hello folks, I'm doing the acoustic version of the song Victory now. Pretty much got this song done. I'm going to do a second acoustic guitar track, I'm just going to try to be an exact copy of the track I've already done, but a little bit cleaner. I got two things going on here. I got the condenser mic in front of the sound hole here, and I try to sit still and not move that around too much because that can make the sound vary greatly. But I also have it plugged in with the direct input. This is an electric acoustic Ovation, so got a little input there. I got a 3-band EQ with a tuner and all that nice stuff. So I got the sound dialed up already. I got the track queued up. Everything's done here. I got percussion done. I have, like I said, I have an acoustic track done. Kat did a track with her baritone guitar, and she did some piano. I've already done the vocals and processed them through Melodyne. I just want to make sure the rhythm guitar track is perfect. So we're going to go through it one more time. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to check what I already did. And we'll give you guys a little sound sample of what's going on with this song. Okay, I got my mandolin out. We're going to work on a little bit of a mandolin track for the song Cry No More. This is a cool little tune. It's in D major, D minor, depending on what part of the song we're in. So I'm going to give this a go. I got my condenser mic set up. I have a mandolin pickup, and we're going to record 2 tracks at once just like we did with the guitar. So let's give this a spin. I'm just brushing up my mandolin skills. I haven't played much in the last 5 years or so, so bear with me, and we're going to try to make this sound good here.
we'll see how that sounds and play back.
So that's it for this video, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. I ended up doing that mandolin track for about almost 2 hours last night before I really got it where I wanted it. You could hear a couple clunkers in there, and so did I when I played it back, but I didn't want to keep recording that over and over on the video. So I just wanted to give you a little sample of that. It did come out pretty good. There's 3 spots in that song. It's like a 5-minute long song. There's 3 spots in that song where that same riff played again. So I had to get it really good, and I had to make sure each one was consistent with the one before it. So it took a while. Got it done. Got a good mix on it, and it'll get mixed and mastered here in a while. I still got to do vocals on that track, and we're looking for Cat to put some piano and her baritone guitar down on it too. I think it's going to be a good track. I like that track a lot. It's an old one, like I said, but it's going to come along well. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I'd love to have you here. I'm going to be doing regular videos as we go along. Both my regular music videos and this series Rants by Scott here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that bell. You get notifications on your subscription here, and you'll be updated as soon as I drop the next video. So everybody take care of yourselves. Best wishes. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon.